Did you push it out?
I hear that haunting melody.
Good job.
It's in my reverie. It says we'll never
How's that drink?
Can't you see that we can spend eternity? Our lives were really meant to be together from the start. No one else could fill my life with ecstasy. No one else, it seems, could make me care. What is left is just a memory that's so empty and so unfair. Melody, I'll write another melody, and this time from the start you'll see. I'll write it from the heart, and words that say, come to me, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? No one else could fill my life with ecstasy. No one else, it seems, could make me care. What is left is just a memory that's so empty and so unfair. Melody, I'll write another melody, and this time from the start you'll see. I'll write it from the heart, and words that say, come to me. Words that say, come to me, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome.
Are you awake yet?
I'm back, baby.
You're back? Shoot, good.
Back.
12:23, we're good.
Freaking morning. Yeah, but the phone doesn't stop ringing. The ringing, ding, ding.
I see that.
You
Yeah,
saw
you're in
it?
the office, you're on the phone doing your thing.
I got exciting news.
Sure.
That's J.C. Dreesen on July 21st. You heard that song? The Myth, the Legend, and the Lady.
Get your tickets today. AMP. Oh, it's events. events.amp2.tv. Events with an S.amp2.tv. Get your tickets for the JC Dreesen concert. Sally's going. We're going. We got about another 30 friends so far that are joining us.
Gio's coming over.
Is he?
Gio and me are wearing bow ties and tuxedos.
Does he bring in doorknob?
That's the plan.
You're going to get to see your granddaughter.
That's not the plan, but we'll see. I said to him he can come if he doesn't want to bring her. But there's no reason not, because she went to Jacksonville.
Absolutely.
But the 21st is going to be exciting because we are going to be full crew. We got the monster over here.
Are we going
Charlie.
like gala style, like dressed up and everything?
I'm not going to ask people to wear gala, but I'm going to get dressed up because it's the first concert I've ever had. It's a bucket list.
You're going to be with your popcorn bucket?
I'm going
But
to
bum.
I'm going to be wearing my popcorn bucket. But I want
bucket.
to have fun with this thing, and I want everybody who's coming to have fun with it as well. And for Anthony and Margie that I met at Walmart and made them buy tickets, yes, because they know her longer than I've known her.
Really? You met
I
people
see.
online at Walmart?
Yeah. I said, give me your phone, and I made them buy the tickets right there. What are you waiting for? You got to do it. It takes 3 minutes. I timed it.
The tickets are only $18. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's summer. Look, we're at the beach. How do you like our backdrop? I've been working on this all morning.
What backdrop?
We got
I told Sally that a coconut fell on my head.
Sally. You feel like you're at the
Yes.
beach?
I love that, and I do believe a coconut did fall on your head.
I know you did.
Here's this random thing. We're going to get the tickets at the beach. You know, you buy everything. You buy bananas. You're buying oranges. You're buying coconuts. Actually, you growing up had bananas and oranges and coconuts in your backyard. It wasn't like, here's a $6 banana
Yes, I did.
or a $5 thing of coconut water.
Yes, I did.
You miss that?
No.
Farming
There was
it,
a guy
doing it?
on the beach, right, Luquillo. He had a whole truck full, a whole little cart full of coconuts, green coconuts. And you say to him, I want a coconut. He takes his machete, and he puts a straw in it. And then I took that and I put some vodka in it.
Yeah.
And we used to have vodka cocoa.
What's the difference between a green coconut and those brown furry coconuts? You know what ones I
The
mean?
brown ones are from the Dominican Republic. Those are dry, what they call the dries, because the skin, they're usually meant for the skin, not the liquid. The green slimy ones, which is what they have in Puerto Rico, are meant for the liquid, not the skin.
And what about the meat? It's the same inside?
That's the skin, is the
Okay.
meat. But the green slimy ones are kind of slimy. I don't know if you like slimy things in your mouth. You like slimy things in your mouth?
Midday. Not
Guys
going
don't
there.
like that.
Not going there in that conversation, but happy Wednesday to you. Can you believe it's even Wednesday?
Yes.
It's been a week since you went out on the road and did Sarah's Spiritual and did her whole live shoot already.
What a shoot that was on Wednesday.
Hard to believe,
Holy
right?
Smokes. I want to congratulate, something wrong?
She's running the floor. She's doing her thing.
I want to congratulate Josh, G-Man, and Garcia
Nice job,
for
right?
a super duper, and my son, of course, Gio, that was screaming at me in the background. What else is new? Super duper job. We not only did our production like you see here, we included the radio, Roku, and Amazon, everything live on the air, including phone calls.
Busy weekend. I have to be honest with you. I was out most of the weekend. So all those phone
I know, I
calls.
saw your leg.
All those phone calls and all those things that you kept sending me, I said, yeah, and I figured I would deal with it today when I
What
got
a
back.
life you got. You know, I'm working my fingers to the numb here. I was working.
I could only do as
Working.
much as I could on my phone. I did not have my
Phone
computer
calls,
with me.
Meetings. And then I send it to her, and I get the, yeah, okay. So what happens today?
We missed a meeting.
Yeah, okay, we missed a meeting. I said, but I send it to you. Yeah, okay. It's like a machine.
But we got it. But we got Sally on set today, and
I
Angie
spoke to Sally, too.
Angie reached out to us, I guess, last week. I spoke to Angie actually while I was poolside.
Spoke to
and I
Angie,
said,
too.
come on in. I just didn't give her our current address, so she went to the old address
Angie
about
was
what
the
she's doing.
original OG about 4 years ago.
It's been a long time.
It's been, and I spoke to Sally. Sally was liking some of the stuff I was posting. I was working.
Yeah.
I was working.
I was really impressed.
Were you?
Yeah.
Boy, I
absolutely.
impressed one person in the whole universe.
But you impressed the one that mattered.
You got to always keep your psychic
Bada boom.
impressed.
I had to say that. I'm sorry.
Bada boom.
You got to keep your psychic
But
impressed.
I was trying to continue because what happens is that the numbers fall over the weekend, 4 days, because nobody's watching, everybody's on the beach and doing everything. And I get distressed when I watch that. I see the numbers etching down. I don't
That's why I
like
don't look.
Oh, I look. But
Why
then I
would-
had a lot of companies that reached out to us.
Yeah.
We got some exciting news that we don't have permission to announce yet, but you saw they sent over the logo for LA.
I got to go and look through all that.
You didn't see it?
No.
You gave me okay. Wow.
The logo for LA
Yeah.
to do what?
Not our combine
Oh, yes,
logo.
that. We're going to be talking about that later on today.
Yep.
But we're
Okay.
actually expanding. Our show is now in Atlanta on Mondays and Wednesday afternoons at 12 o'clock.
It's
So-
on in Atlanta right now.
There you go. So we're on Atlanta right now. And then we've got the opportunity, we're expanding some of our shows to San Francisco, to LA, to different Atlanta stations all around the US with some other outlets, which is exciting. I know, I got to put that together also. A lot of things to do.
And what you don't know is I got a piece of video, a show, really nice, made in Serbia. And there's a lady out there that I met through a former friend long time ago, about, I'm going to say 16, 15 years ago. And he introduced me to this lady, and her production got caught up in COVID, and she's asking for some help. And I have a video, I want to put it on our international TV network. Wait till
Very
you see
nice.
this thing. It's a very nice talk show.
And we've got the Artist Loft, so that's going to be taking over for the editor's desk a couple Thursdays a month. We're going to be doing 2 Thursdays a month, so more to come with that. We've got Richard Sosa and Frank Ruffolo as the hosts on that show, and Zach's putting those elements together. So some
That's
fresh
Richard's last
summer
name?
content.
Sosa? I didn't even know that.
I started watching a show last night called Poker Face. Anyone seen it, heard of it? I'm
I
waiting
think
for
I
our
did.
show to come back out, Mom.
Okay.
The Serpent Queen. I don't know when it's coming back out again.
There's another.
No, they
is it the
canceled. They canceled
repeat
that.
or
Did
it's-
they?
Yeah, they're not
They
renewing it.
canceled it?
Yes, the worst show ever made.
That's not true. He doesn't know. He's making
That's
that
not
up.
true. It was good, wasn't it?
Have
was
some more
very
coffee.
good.
You keep
It was
with the coffee.
excellent, and they canceled it.
He made that up.
I made it up.
But
Don't
they
put-
have another series coming out.
I'm hoping it comes out again soon.
I recommend anyone listening now watch Serpent Queen. It's really good.
She had me watching stars. It's,
I have
It's-
my reasons.
so my daughter says to me, we're at the beach all weekend. She goes, Mom, you must be from the royalty lineage.
Uh-huh.
I said, I am, but why do you say that? She says, because the only way you go to the beach is in royalty. You've got people coming and serving. Meanwhile, she's not complaining, mind you. In the chairs,
tell
and
you.
umbrellas,
I love
You-
bucket service.
You
Love
and
it.
my sister are so alike, it's nauseating. I had to beg my sister to go camping with us. Now, mind you, we went 11 years in a row, every 4th of July. And I said, Mimi, come on. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I says, come on, I'll set up your tent, I'll clean it for you. So I used to bring her to my house and do all of this ritual. Used to drive, cook for her, get her everything, mosquito repellent, the whole nine. It was so much work. I finally, after 10 years, I said, why am I even doing this? I left her tent up on the mountain. I says, don't come with me no more. You remind me so much of her.
Actually, can I just give you a story? I was invited to go camping, and the first thing I asked was, where can I plug my hairdryer in for my hair? There wasn't one.
You
so I
wanted the
didn't go.
cabin.
I didn't do the hair dryer all week, and there was just no way to do it. But everything else. So then someone comes up, one of the servers. He says, "Are you Middle Eastern or Hispanic?" I said, "Middle Eastern." Chelsea looks at me. She says, "What?" I said, "It goes with the full moon and the royal lineage." I said, "You just got to go with it." She thought I had lost my mind.
I think you have.
that's exactly what my
You're
daughter
losing
said.
your mind started
I
Thursday.
totally relate. Don't listen to anyone, okay?
Sally relates.
I relate.
Now, I went to the movies this weekend.
Did you see the Indiana Jones?
Take it easy there, Lucy.
You did?
I saw Indiana on Friday when it came out. Friday? No, I went Saturday when it came out. Did you see it? Yeah. Did you like it? Yeah. Now, do you know that that movie has all the prior people from prior shows? Yes. You can follow the line, right?
Give a mic.
Grab this one over there. Go ahead, grab it. Don't worry about it.
Angie, grab
No, the white
grab
one.
that
The
one.
other one. Tell her what
There
number
you
you
go.
are. And the funny thing is that show, I had to explain it to Linda because Linda's never seen any of them but one. There's 5 of them.
So I haven't seen any other Indiana Jones movies, but I could tell because they were kind of old, and he was like, "Oh, I know
They were
a guy."
kind of old.
Yeah. He's
That's
like,
the only reason you could tell.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, I know a guy," and then it was an older guy, so I was like, "Oh, he's probably from the previous movies, but I was also watching with a friend who loves Indiana Jones, and he would get hyped every time somebody came on screen. And I was
I
like,
would
"Oh."
stand up. I was applauding every time somebody from
good.
the
And so
prior movie
Antonio
came out.
Banderas, and I was like, I know that one.
Antonio Banderas, he was in that movie too. He blew up. They blew him up. They killed him in that
Wow, now he's back. It was a good movie, though?
movie. It depends. For me, it was a great movie because it brought me back
To everything else.
to everything. But before, I
You should
remember
have
the
gone with Steve because I didn't. I only watched one and I didn't remember it. He loved it. We went.
loved it. It's an icon. It's
That's what he said. But I actually was nearly asleep.
oh man. I don't
You went to a couple
understand.
movies this weekend. I saw Steve posted a
We
couple
went
things.
to Indiana Jones. Did we go to? No, that was the only one.
That
I
was
think.
it?
Yeah.
Did you, and you
I
only
went to a
one?
second movie.
Oh no, we went. We did go to
Which
another
one?
one. Oh my God, I can't remember.
Was that good?
That was before Indiana Jones.
What was the movie that Josh wanted us to go see last week that we did not? That
Something
that
about-
stupid movie,
Oh, what was it, like Asteroid City or
Yeah.
something?
Asteroid City. Here we go.
Did you see that?
Yes, I gotta tell you something.
You went for a double feature?
No, I went on Monday to the movies. Has anybody seen Asteroid City?
Anybody seen Asteroid City?
no.
If you haven't seen it, make sure you get some kind of shot or something because it's the worst movie ever created in the history of movie making.
What's it about?
I
Asteroid
don't
City?
know. It's somebody's imagination about how a city is made where they're testing the nuclear explosion. An asteroid came, aliens. There's like a whole concoction of stuff.
I should have gone.
No, don't see
You
this
would
movie.
like it. It would be perfect for
It is
Sally.
detrimental to your health.
But you
First of
mentioned
all-
aliens.
Yes, it has an alien in it. The funny thing about this movie is apparently I'm too old to understand what this movie's about. This is for their minds, their mental warpedness. Sarah thinks it's the best movie ever made. I said to her, did we watch the same movie? Dawn, I was like this.
You thought of me, right?
I was sleeping. There were two ladies behind me, right? Because I was talking to them about the cafe they sold my shirt. And they go, oh my God, there's more? I said, more? This is the worst, it's the worst movie ever made in the history of movie making.
Oh man, I didn't see a movie.
Take Chuck. I bet you he will love it.
Haven't seen a movie in a while.
You should go.
I was going to.
Indiana Jones. Mission Impossible is coming out. You guys like Mission Impossible movies?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the other. We did go to IMAX first, and that's when we saw Indiana Jones was coming on 2 days before. I do not remember the name of the movie.
I'll have to look through Steve's post and find out,
my
but it looked like
gosh.
you had gone to another movie.
Yeah. 2
Was
days
it
later.
Frank? Was it the dog movie? I went to see that one also.
No, it was in IMAX.
My
Can't remember.
You
Oh, I'm
should
sorry.
meet me at the
Thank you.
movies. You and Steve should meet me Saturday night at the movies at Delray, and we will have the best time.
I
'Cause
would
I
love
stand
to,
up in
but
the
he's,
movies.
he's not coming back till Sunday.
I'm sorry. to hear that.
She can take Mindy. Friday night I went out with some friends. Saturday night I went out with some friends, and it was both their birthdays. And of course me, because I'm ever so not prepared on time to get birthday gifts. I know for the guy, all I have to do is go to the liquor store and find out what he wanted. But for my girlfriend,
What are you talking?
I did not know what I was going to get her for a birthday gift. So I had to come here to the
What
studio
do you
to
mean
look
the
for
guy?
something.
What guy?
It was
her birthday.
It was both their birthdays.
You went to a husband and wife team that got born on the same date?
No, same month. It was last month. So because we're in July, I'd missed everybody's birthday.
Okay.
So I come here and I needed a birthday gift. And we have all of these beautiful beach plaques created by Gina Bella that are for sale here. So I went through our stack and I was able to purchase a birthday gift right here from the studio, which I thought was so
Which
lovely.
one did you get?
The one that says, now my girlfriend has hair like mine, but she doesn't like being in humidity, and it's a whole thing about her hair. Doesn't go outside, it's all about her hair. So it said, sandy air, salty hair, or something like that. So she loved it. She's gonna hang it outside on her patio. But these are, I forgot that we have all of these for sale, as well as all the artwork here that is for sale, and some of Sally Bernard's.
Yes, it's all for sale.
So come on down to the studio and check it out for the summer. We've got great summer pricing. It's time to keep investing and pushing forward on your business for the summer. You don't stop going. As Frank says, you got one life to live. Live it big. We're going to take a commercial break.
Nicole for her birthday.
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't.
What are you gonna get Nicole for her birthday?
When is it? The 9th.
Who?
Nikki. Today's the 5th. 6, 7.
Who's
So we'll have to do
Nikki?
it, I guess, when she comes back or before
Oh,
she goes.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah. She's going to be 21. Bottle of red, bottle of white.
Red pill or blue pill? Which one are you gonna give her?
Billy Joel wine. What's wrong with you?
Billy Joel has a wine.
You know the song? Bottle of red, bottle of white,
Yeah, I know.
bottle
the
of
song.
rosé instead. Italian restaurant. I'm not giving pills to anyone, but she's going to be 21.
Oh, I thought you were talking about pills. Do you know? Before we had a commercial break, last night I watched Jimmy
Fallon?
Fallon, and he had Seinfeld on the show, and he loves it when Seinfeld is.
Well, I'm assuming these are reruns because of the writer's strike
Yes,
and
it
it's
was
summer.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
last Thanksgiving show.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had him on there, and they were talking about what makes the difference between having a successful business and an unsuccessful business. And it was amazing what he told them. He says, lead to the punchlines, deliver your message, and watch people's reaction, and work your show by the reaction, not by your attempt to making humor. That's why he was successful. That's amazing. That is freaking amazing.
See, it's timeless. Doesn't matter whether it was a Thanksgiving show
Still
or not.
watch it.
Right?
Anybody seen Seinfeld? You millennials know what Seinfeld
The
is?
message is the message.
Gen Z.
They're Gen
And
Z.
Whatever.
I've seen like some reruns.
Some. Do
Yeah.
you know who he is?
Yeah. I
Do you know that he was the biggest thing on television?
Yes.
You know what a dupe
Shorty,
is?
you know him?
Huh? A dupe?
A dupe?
Like when you
A
dupe someone?
doofus?
A dupe. So my daughter's telling me there's Anthropologie dupes. There's Bed Bath & Beyond dupes.
I know what a doofus
And I
is.
said, what's a dupe? And she said, it's Gen Z
Jen.
slang.
Slang.
It's, you can go search it on the internet.
Look
And
at
so if you
Sally's
want
face.
Anthropologie clothes, but you do Anthropologie dupes, you find clothing that looks like Anthropologie, but it's cheaper.
Oh,
Bed Bath
so
& Beyond
it's-
dupes, it looks like the items, but it's cheaper. So apparently it's a new Gen Z slang that
I never
I'm
heard
filling
of
our
that
Gen
before in
Zers
my
on.
life.
How you like that? Dupes.
I'm waiting to see where this goes.
Like a duplicate. Gen Z, you're talking.
Oh, duplicate.
Like a duplicate.
But I
Is that what I'm doing?
We're going to take a commercial break. I think you've had too much sun. Look at you behind the beach still doing your thing.
Watch the coconuts.
Boing. I need sound effects in that board. Stay tuned. On the other side of this commercial break, some more music from JC Drees, and we're going to check in with Sally and see what Angie is up to. And we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call JD Melberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling JD Melberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I never thought I'd ever make it. I can't believe the hell I've been through. Couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't know what to do. I've been through the rain, I've been through the fire. There was something this world can be so cold and so heartless. It's hard to find your way alone. Used to run so fast, no one could catch me. I couldn't find my way back home. Well, I've laughed, I've cried, I've almost died, but my broken heart just never knew. I had an angel on my shoulder with a plan for me divine.
And we're back. Order your tickets, events.amp2.tv. It's a simple, takes you less than 3 minutes to order it. I'm going to tell you, she has the voice of
Of an
goddess.
angel.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not because we're doing this event, but even before that, when we first met her at that place, in that restaurant.
You believe in angels?
Okay.
That song was Angel on My Shoulder. Sally, we saw the Flash.
Do you don't remember the DC comic book Flash? You went to see.
I-
Was it good?
Actually, funnily enough, I was the one that asked Steve if he wanted to go to see it.
Was it good?
It was okay. I'm
Okay,
glad
so
it
you
was
don't
at
like
IMAX.
Indiana Jones. You don't like the Flash.
No, I like IMAX. I like 3D, but it wasn't in 3D. But it was good. It was good. It was about. Actually, it was kind of good because it was like, I think, going back and forward into the future, which was exciting for me.
So let me ask you a question. So I'm going to make believe I'm Steve for a second. If I
Okay.
want to go see a movie,
Okay.
because I love to go to the movies, and I go, Saturday, let's go see this movie, because you're a psychic, you're going to say, I ain't going to like it before we get there?
Well, no, because I chose it, so I had to say I was going to like it anyway. I like the theme. The theme of it was pretty. It was
You don't
okay.
remember the name of
I
the
didn't
movie.
remember the name. No, I didn't.
Now,
I'm
that-
staying
that-
corrected here.
That bad movie that I saw, what the hell was it?
Asteroid City?
That crap. I'm never going to remember that name, because I never want to see
But
that.
there's something exciting in IMAX actually to be there. It's like
Well,
you're
you like
there.
the sound.
You know, it was
Where is
good.
it? Down in Fort Lauderdale?
No, it's at the Delray.
At the airport road.
Yeah.
Oh,
on
they have
Airport
I-
Road.
they do have an IMAX
No, not
there?
on Airport Road. It was the one in Delray.
Cinemark hasn't.
Yeah.
Cinemark
Oh,
is Airport Road.
no, the one on Atlantic.
On Atlantic.
IMAX.
Oh, you went to
Atlantic
the iPic.
Avenue. We went to
iPic.
IMAX.
You went to iPic.
IMAX.
You went this way, I went that way.
Oh.
You should make
we
a
missed
left
each
instead of
other.
a. You should meet me at the movies at Delray. What the hell
Next
you going to
time.
iPic?
Next
so
time.
you got a little cocktail, a little food.
Okay. Yeah, we did too. We ordered. We had a little table there. They gave us.
She
our-
travels like I do. It's the royalty lineage.
Absolutely.
You can
Joy.
take us out of our country, but you can't take the
We
royalty out
actually
of us.
opened-
Exactly.
We actually
sorry.
opened the iPic. When it first opened, the very first day on Atlantic Avenue, they asked us to do a show there, remember, in the lobby. And the owner of iPic was there. He sat next to me. He was only supposed to do a 10-minute interview. He was there for 3 hours. He would not leave. He canceled his flight, remember? He says, this is so much fun, I'm not going nowhere.
You know, King Charles, it was coronated today in Scotland.
I saw in Scotland. Yes.
Is that
Well,
important?
It's very important
I'm
For,
this
for
little
Dawn and I,
discovery
it's important.
Why is it important?
because it's the
because-
lineage. It goes back
Lineage
to
of what?
Royal.
Royals.
Royal England.
Yeah, but he's in Scotland.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's
But
still-
he's not their king. He's only
Yes.
the king of England.
No.
Well, no, he is all England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, right?
Scotland and London are two different countries.
Yeah, but he's the
Scotland is
king
England.
part
of
of the British
the monarchy.
Empire.
Is yeah.
Yeah, but he's not the king to Scotland.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, he's
apparently.
not. Is he?
Well,
the
it's part of
monarchy.
the British Empire, right, Dawn? Well, I should
Okay,
know
is
because I
he
was
the
in
king to
London.
Scotland
Yes.
or not?
Edinburgh.
He is?
Remember? Yes.
They're
Remember the Duke of
acknowledging it.
Edinburgh?
He had a coronation.
Scotland.
Yeah, me and the Duke used to hang out.
Scotland,
No, I don't remember
England,
him.
Wales. Yeah. And
Wales?
Ireland.
Is a whale in this thing? too?
Wales.
Oh, Wales.
Dawn, give up on him. It's okay.
Did I tell you that I went?
I'll bring you over to my side.
Did I tell you I went to London?
yes,
I
you
turned
did.
the whole country upside down. They asked me to leave. The United States government says, stop it. You're going to ruin our relationship with the country. Because I was hanging out all over the place. I went to Piccadilly Circle.
Piccadilly Circle.
I went there. You know, they have the stores. It's
Uh-huh.
like a round thing.
Yeah.
I went to every store. I said, I'm from the Bronx. Where you from? And I
They
had
must
fun.
have loved you,
Oh,
Freddie.
they hated me.
I'm sure. No.
They asked me to leave. They
Oh.
couldn't take the slang.
I wouldn't have done.
And I played a game of chess. There's a bar there.
Okay.
And they had their chess champion.
Okay.
And they gave me a pint of beer, which is about this big. And
How
it was
big?
dark and warm. Huh?
How big?
This
Pint.
big.
How big?
This big.
Okay.
Very big. You had to use 2 hands to drink this thing. And I beat the guy. Oh, that wasn't good. And my friend kept saying, stupid, lose. What's the matter with you? We're never going to get out of here alive. So that's when I tell you I got arrested in London.
You're
Because
tough
he
to go
didn't-
away with. You know,
He
you
didn't sign.
there's like war injuries every time you go away. Now you got the foot and the back and the
But it's not me. It was him. He got arrested. We went to Scotland Yard. that the
Scotland.
place?
Yeah, he knows Scotland Yard. He
They
got
took
arrested.
me to Scotland Yard because he didn't sign his passport.
Oh, you did say that. We talked about this.
This is the
yes,
most
about
strangest thing I've ever seen.
Okay,
We got a phone call.
Yeah.
I hope someone knows how to use the phone in there.
You guys know how to use the phone?
You're allowed one phone call,
We're
Freddie.
going to find out if they know how.
I told the guy from Scotland Yard, arrest him. I got to go home. They put me on an afternoon flight. Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
Did they
You know?
really?
Yeah.
They sent you back?
They sent me home.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh
They
my
let me go
God.
because it wasn't me.
Oh, my goodness.
I had to go to the U.S. Embassy to get out.
We're going to see if we
I'm
can
glad
get
you
this.
didn't call me. I would have disowned you.
This weekend, something happened which I'm not allowed to tell you, but when I do, you're going to laugh.
Oh, I want to know.
Oh, you're going to laugh.
I have to know.
Did you watch the Macy's fireworks last night? I did not get a chance to watch them. Did anyone see them?
A little bit.
I didn't see it.
How many fireworks shells do you think they used?
2,500.
Oh, I know how much it was because Steve looked it up. How much
How
the whole
much?
thing cost? I think it was like, I believe it was like $6 million.
Oh,
$6
then-
million.
So I'm going to say 3,000 shells.
75,000 shells.
Shells.
Yeah, incredible. I mean, that money could have gone somewhere else, you know.
Well, I was on the beach in Atlantic Avenue, and I got up front, and you know the stuff after it blows up, it sprinkles the debris all over me. I got up, I was full of like black debris. I was so close to this thing, it was kind of scary.
Wow.
So here's a fun fact. 3 presidents, not really funny, but 3 presidents have died on July 4th. Do you know which presidents?
July 4th,
It's kind of like a
MacArthur?
coincidental kind of thing.
MacArthur, Taft, and Eisenhower.
Nope.
I didn't get any right?
Think about our Declaration of Independence, our founding fathers on July 4th.
George Washington, Jefferson.
Jefferson,
Jefferson
July
died.
4th?
Adams,
Adams died? Well, Adams was one of the worst.
John
presidents.
Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe.
Monroe was okay.
I think they leave their legacy on the Constitution, and then they pass away on
Wow.
July, not that July 4th, but on a July 4th.
Do you think that after a fireworks show, wherever you were, and you watched the fireworks, and people started singing USA loud and cheering, how would that make you feel?
Proud.
That's what happened last night.
That's nice.
That's the first time in all my years of being in Florida watching. In New York, they used to do it, but down here is the first time.
Nice.
And they started chanting USA. It was unbelievable. Some feel.
That's nice.
Some feel.
Let's see, the most popular beers. Any idea?
What do you mean the most popular?
Most popular beers for Americans to drink on July 4th.
Budweiser.
Bud Light. This other one's interesting.
You know, Bud Light used to be number one.
Modelo Especial.
Modelo is also by Budweiser. That's
Is
the-
it?
Yes.
Interesting.
And,
But, you know,
and Budweiser,
had that
Bud
whole
Light
thing.
became second to that beer
right.
because of what happened with the LBQ.
LGBTQ. Right. Exactly.
It was really strange. I saw that guy interview on Channel 12. And he's a young man, he's in his 30s, running the CEO, and he handled himself very professional.
You guys, do we have a phone call?
Did you see the hot
I
dog?
hear somebody on the speaker.
Somebody's in there.
Somebody's either on the phone or on the VMix. Let's check and see who it
Is
is.
there somebody on the phone?
Could be Chanel. Because we have to produce the Reinvented Life show
Chanel,
today.
are you there?
Oh, my.
She's
I
there.
am.
Can we bring Chanel over on the VMix? There she is.
And she's what says no.
Let's open A5 and A6.
A5 and A6. Chanel, how are you?
I am great. I'm excited to be here.
Look at her. Tell me what you see when you see Chanel today.
What do you mean, what do I see?
You see something different?
Her hair color?
She
No.
just looks happier.
She's always happy.
I saw her this morning. She logs in for the Reinvented Life, and I said, what did you do to yourself? You look light and happy and airy and just look at peace and joyful. We were talking about this today, Sally, right? Just being at peace with yourself.
Absolutely.
So I had to take the opportunity to have her join us on today's show because look at her glow.
I gotta tell you, she's been in the ocean for the last few days, so she's not all here. So you sort of have to a lot, you know, shake your head up and down, because I'm gonna tell you, since Thursday, I'm in the twilight zone. And then she brings her compadre over here, so I'm like surrounded. So just bear with me for a sec.
I can only see myself.
Let's see if you guys can give us a 2-shot. Tell us about your show today with Heidi.
You know, the show today was so interesting because it brings a dimension into existence that many of us, including myself, never even knew existed till I experienced it. And that is one of tapping into your subconscious through hypnosis. It's very real. It's incredible in terms of what it gives you access to. And, it speaks to exactly what you're saying, which is this lightness of being. It lets and allows you to have your soul forward, not just the human experience.
Yeah, so here's a bit of my woo-woo-ness in the ocean.
And here we begin.
But I'm going to share it with you because you had this whole new awakening because you went to an intuitive astrologer. And we have a new guest joining us today, Athena, and of course, Sally's our psychic and medium in the studio. So, right, full moon, you're going to release everything. No better way to release a full moon energies other than the ocean. So I'm in my head talking to myself about releasing all of these things. I'm thinking, how can I release it if it's inside of me? And I'm not telling anybody. I'm telling God and the angels, like, I got to release all this craziness. And then you bring Heidi on, and you're talking about releasing it through hypnotherapy. And she says, in sign language today, you don't even have to tell anybody. You can release it within yourself. And I thought, I kind of just went through this whole mental struggle in my head all week about it. Yeah, don't even say that. But then you said, yeah, you can do that.
Absolutely. No, I had that experience myself. And what's incredible is that it is all within us. Where all the work I do and all the reinventing that I am helping my clients create and people create around the world, it is amplified. So AMP2, it's all connected. We're all energy. It is amplified when you swim. Had I not done this work with her a year ago, and now I'm continuing on a journey with a new soul forward method that she's doing, starting in 2 weeks, I don't even know how I could have made the profound changes because I know the reinvented life method that I've developed, but it is so enhanced and so amplified by this. You can do it all internally, and she's a guide. She's a light.
I wasn't so sure how to do it internally, so I'm fascinated about the process. I decided to let the ocean take care of what it had to take care of.
How'd that work out for you?
Oh, we'll see. I don't know. How's it working out for you?
Me, I'm going to take a lot of aspirin.
You got to deal with me. But it's a powerful time. And when I got the message from you the other day that you're looking at creating a second show with the second co-host in a second state, I had to call you because I wanted to make sure I was reading the text the right way. Because you're just leveling up to a whole nother amplification.
And it is through Heidi, the guest I had on the Reinvented Life show today, that she introduced me to who you were referring to, which is a woman named Ricky. She is an intuitive astrologist, so not only am I learning about astrology as well, but now what the science is and the application of an intuitive astrology and how it takes all this, and it's all complementary. So I was saying to Heidi this morning before our show, when you have an intuitive astrologist, which she recommended me to, and you have someone that is a hypnotherapist that works in that subconscious, and then you have someone like me that complements it with the human form of a reinvented life method, it's astonishingly powerful.
Look how great she looks. She always looks great, but today she's especially glowing and lighter and happier. Don't you see a difference?
No, she looks like she always
You
looks.
should have been to the ocean with me for 3 days. You would have released all that negativity.
I think there's something wrong with you.
All that, you got to let the ocean take care of what it's got to take
Is
care
that
of.
what it is? Maybe you washed out your lenses. Are you going to be here on July 21st?
I'm doing everything I can to do that.
You gotta be.
Absolutely want to be there.
You got to be because
I feel like a part of you guys that way.
Yes. And I think if she comes in on Wednesday, we can do a show here, a couple of shows, take her around town, do what we got to do.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna have one of our producers is gonna talk about, because I anticipated you being here. We're gonna have different hosts doing interviews throughout the evening as well. Sally, you'll be doing some hosting as well. It all depends on who shows up and who wants to talk. Because we want to get people's impressions of what we're doing. And we're going to have 2 separate independent crews, actually 3 independent crews working this floor. So it's going to be interesting to watch.
And I have to ask you now, you went through this whole process of reading, but you know who you are, right? You know you are Pamela Chanel David, you know what you stand for. And this morning I asked you about what you had done, and you said a lot of reinventing. What does that mean?
So when I consider reinventing, and this word, we talked about it on the show this morning, scares people so much, which is gone through changes. And I believe that people forget that changing is growth, and growth is the most natural place you can be. So being in a place of change, it's actually natural and part of what should be happening. We don't need to limit ourselves, and that is the key. When I went through the work with the intuitive astrologist, though, what I realized is so much of this is already written. And I'm actually just manifesting it, and have realized through that reading, again, you can just get the standard reading, and then you can get that through an intuitive astrologist, which really looks into it for you specifically and what you're going through. It became very loud and clear that yes, I know who I am, but that I have million degrees farther to go. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people to inspire, to show what can change can be for people's lives. And that's the glow that you feel. It's actually in alignment with what my soul is brought here to do. And to let people see that change doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be any of those things. It can be a amplified, again, version of yourself, because you are seeing much bigger parts of yourself that I never had access to before.
And that's what you see. You don't see it, but I see it. I feel it. I feel her energy and her excitement to grow and to do more and to level up. Sally, you see it also?
Yes, I do. I love what you're saying. It's an extension of our being. That's what I'm hearing, actually.
Yes.
If we're here to do this, and there are many of us that are, growth is very important, because we're growing too, along with everybody else, but we share that growth with people. And I always say we teach by example, and I believe that's very important. I love what she had to say. We are by example. If people, I can tell you anything, you don't have to believe me, but by example, if I show and what's happening to me, and you see that, it helps. It just helps our spiritual journey. And I believe that's very important. The message is very important. I can relate to it.
See, Chanel, your glow, it's contagiously amazing.
Absolutely.
You know, I appreciate that feedback so much.
Nice to have met you, even though it's through the airways.
Yeah, it's empowering to know that it's all within you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to work hard to go find it.
Absolutely.
And that is a big aspect that I've been learning, is all the searching for, it's all within, and you are just connecting with the right people that can help you see it, that visualize it within yourself. I know I am meant. For those people that don't know, I have reinvented my physical health completely, and I'm still on a journey for it. But that means that others can do it because I can be an example and an inspiration for it happening. You don't lose, like I've lost 178 pounds.
Amazing.
By wishing.
Oh my
Put
gosh.
it into existence.
178 pounds.
This is not, I always say not coincidental, but it's also just coming through on the airways. You're not physically here, but that doesn't matter. Just meeting you too.
It's an energy
How
exchange.
does it's an energy exchange?
energy exchange.
How
It's
are
very
we
strong.
here
I
right now?
feel sorry for you
It's
today,
incredible.
Freddie.
It's intuitive, so strong right now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Can you feel it?
Oh,
I feel
can
it.
very
Absolutely.
strongly.
Freddie, I always say on my show that this cafe brings in people. Freddie, can you see that?
Freddie, do you feel it?
Can you
Yes.
feel it? I've said that for a year now. Since I've been
Loving
here,
life
the
is
amount
so
of people,
important.
Dawn, that have come through, because it's
Remember,
not just me.
remember the Viento,
obviously.
Papa, do you hear me? Freddie, do you feel it? Do you hear me?
It's incredible.
I have to say,
I love
have to
meeting you.
say, I don't feel bad for Freddie at all.
No.
He is surrounded by the greatest
Absolutely. And I never come in on a Wednesday. Very rarely do I ever come in on a Wednesday, but I knew I had to be here
And
today.
then I
See,
guess
Chanel, when you
Sarah tonight.
started?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, and you. Yeah.
Why don't we go?
Absolutely.
Let's go to a four-shot. Bring in.
To bring in Athena. See,
Athena.
Chanel, what you started. Actually, I think my dream started with Frank last night.
Oh no.
Frank
let's not
came
go
to me in
there.
a dream last night, Frank Ruffolo, and he was talking to college students and the interns, and he said to them, life is short, live large, don't play small, and live your dreams. And that was my dream last night from Frank. So because it became like coming from Sally,
Yeah.
right, or from Russ, when you know like the soothsayers leave a message, you know you got to listen. Like E.F. Hutton, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
I'm not saying a word today.
I know.
Do you want to go to four-shot and bring Athena in? I'm kind of interested.
And there she is. Athena's new to our family, so welcome to the studio.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Dawn and Freddie, for having me.
What a day for you just to walk in.
It's an amazing experience. I love it.
Just hold the mic closer to your mouth, please.
You can take it out of the
Sorry.
cradle.
It
Okay,
is.
there
Amazing
you go.
experience. I'm so pleased and happy to be here to cross paths.
So do you feel the different energy in here?
Oh, of course I do. Automatically. You could feel the shifts, the positivity, the self-growth, the giving, stronging, and giving back. It's all about giving back love, light, interaction, and speaking self-empowering words that others, they have to hear.
And you are an intuitive,
Yes,
an artist,
yes.
you Reiki.
Yes, I'm a Reiki master. I do chakra balancing, holistic healing, and I do personal self-portraits, which is called a self-reflection. A lot of people don't know how to communicate through words. It's very hard. So sculpting is a very big thing today, and especially through drawing and painting. So I look at a client's auras, I look at their emotions, I look at their feelings, and I pick upon it and I just paint it. So it's not just an audio message, but it's a visual interpretation on canvas, so they
Just
can
hold your
take
mic
it
closer.
home. They can take it home and tune with it, balance it, so they can channel their own energies.
See, Chanel, what you bring forward?
You know,
It's amazing.
It's funny. I have
Let's
to.
give a 4-shot, please.
Let's stay on 4. Well, I have to ask because sometimes, like Chanel was saying before, you can always catch up into who you are because it's there. You know, it's reinventing. Is it reinventing life or reinventing the belief that it's in you,
Or is it just finding out who you are?
or is it just catching up?
Right.
Remember when we used to talk about manifestation versus catching up?
Yes.
And you used to yell at me.
I would never.
Yes, you did, all the time. And I said, we're catching up, meaning that you're acknowledging who you are, what you are, and what you can do. And then you have masters and you have people that are gifted in this field telling you the same thing. Just catch up and do it.
Chanel's looking at a new studio, I believe, today or tomorrow in California.
Yes, tomorrow in San Francisco in the Bay Area, and very excited about it because I want to be bringing this energy, this exact energy that listeners and viewers are seeing to the Bay Area. It is a time of shifting, it's a time of changing. We need to celebrate the creativity of what this is. And Freddie, I think you brought up such an important question just now when you said, you know, is the reinvention about what you're doing. It's a reinvention about what you're being. And I believe that reinventing oneself is accessing the deepest levels that we can have access to, which includes the subconscious level. So we can then bring forward the most authentic version of who we are. If we have masterful people bringing forward, which everyone has it in their soul, bringing this forward into the world, this is the change and the creativity that we need today, especially with what is going on.
Absolutely. You have two people
Everyone's
here.
in agreement with you here.
Totally understand your message. It's amazing.
understand the
Yeah,
message
I know
very
you
well.
do. I know.
Chanel, we love having you so much, and I'm excited that you're doing 2 shows this week. You've got another one on Friday with a great guest as well. So a lot more reinvention of touching deep within and bringing you forward. You just level us all up. So thank you for what you do.
And what an honor and a privilege to be on with all of you today. Thank you for that experience, and love from California.
Have a great afternoon. Stay in
Love and
touch.
light.
We'll see you
Love
tomorrow.
and light to you. Love and light.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. More music from JC Dreesen on the end of this break. Check it out, events.amp2.tv, July 21st at what time? 6:30?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
What are you talking about?
JC Dreesen.
6 o'clock.
They're yelling at us. All right, we'll be right back.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call, because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Welcome to a new way to watch your favorite shows. Only at www.amp2.tv/Roku. It's a place filled with music, podcasts, news, and more. Come join us.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Jesse Dreesen.
With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people. Are the luckiest people in the like a rose under the April snow, and I was always certain love would grow. Love, ageless and evergreen, seldom seen by two. You and I will make each night a first, every day a beginning. Spirits rise and their dance is unrehearsed. They warm and excite us, 'cause we have the brightest love. Two lights that shine as one, morning glory and midnight sun. Time we've learned to sail above. Time won't change the meaning of one love, ageless and ever. Make me some room, you people up there on top of the world. I'll meet you, I swear. I'm staking my claim. Remember my name. You're gonna hear from me. Fortune smile on pardon my haste. I've no time to waste. That's how it's gonna be. You'll see, 'cause you're gonna hear from me. I got a song that longs to be played. Raise up my flag, begin my parade. My comet's on fire. I gotta go higher. Start the world over. Start coming up clover. That's how it's gonna be. You'll see, yes. You're gonna hear from me. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jessie Dressel.
Thank you so much.
Psych. Welcome back. Yes, and President Bernie Cohen is in
Corn.
the studio. Corn.
Did you have any corn on 4th of July?
No, but you know what? We bought an air fryer. Made a steak. Oh my God.
You made that, or
May
you bought
7th?
that?
No, we bought the air fryer.
The steak, the picture you put out. You cooked that, or you were
Yeah.
at a restaurant?
No, that was a restaurant.
That's what I thought.
That was a drift. But we had one similar to that on an air fryer. Oh my God. 7 corns at one time in 6 minutes.
Nice.
I'm the Ginzu Ginzu now.
Remember that commercial, the Ginsu knives?
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a full studio. We're very spiritual.
Honey, sit.
We got to keep our elevation up.
You might as well sit. I'm going to sign your petition. Go, sit.
I'm waiting for other people.
Oh, guess it's an open studio today, so come on down to the theater, 2400 Northwest, Boca Raton Boulevard.
Exactly that.
All right, so let's talk to Sally, see what's happening. What do you feel is going on in the studio today?
I feel that we're transporting Freddie into another dimension.
A good one?
A good one.
starts
You're
with
going to the
Fred.
5th, okay? Just to let you know.
Did you know that the Indians, the Cherokees, were going to be in studio today?
I
Did you know
didn't,
they
but
don't
I
walk-
my guide is Hopi Indian, one of them, so I
But
don't know if
Indians
they-
never, people that have Indian descent, they never walk alone.
Native Americans.
Nothing is
Native American,
coincidental.
the Cleveland Native Americans. I know they changed that whole baseball team and everything else. Yes.
So you know how one of your guides is White Feather?
White Feather, who's Hopi Indian.
And I
yes.
talked to the angels all weekend at the beach and the ocean and everything, asking for all of my signs.
Yeah.
And I looked down at my shoe, my inappropriate shoe for the beach, and you know what was on it?
A white feather.
A white feather.
There you go.
And I put it in.
Absolutely.
And then
But
my
also-
daughter said, "What'd you do with it?" I said, "Oh, it's in my purse because the shoes might have to go in the garbage." Right here, it was stuck right to one of my gems. It was
Naturally.
a white feather.
The word is naturally.
And when I was on the
Right?
beach and I looked down, I was all alone.
You had a blister. I got feathers. You got a
I was
blister.
on the beach all alone because they went in the water, and I looked down. What was next to me?
A beer can.
A white pigeon.
Ah,
okay. It was a sign. You
Yeah,
have
I
to
wanted to eat
understand that,
chicken. I
Freddie.
mean, it was a sign.
Please. There's no way that you could disregard all this information here.
You got to stay with us, stay in the flow. Well, let's talk to Athena. Welcome to the studio. Let's do a
you
formal
for having me.
announcement. Give us some information on who you are and what you do.
Cherokee Indian, and we're also part Seminole. I go upon spirituality on basing on spiritual art. Spiritual art means chakra art. Everybody has colors, everybody has different motions from your 7 different chakra points, which starts from the crown chakra, your third eye chakra, goes down to your throat chakra, heart chakra, your solar plex, sacral, and root. Those are the 7 colors that comes out through intuitive, through emotions and feelings. So spiritual health is just as important as mental health because it has to balance it out. And if it's not balancing, you're shifting, not into the right direction, where a person gets very conflicted, they get very lost, and they get very confused. So spiritual health is very much growing, and it is getting more into holistic healing for well-being.
When
and
you see
that's
people,
what we're here.
Do you see auras? Do you see color when you
Auras,
see people?
colors, vibrations,
So
energy levels.
So
yes.
everybody in this room, you can see a colorful aura, a color.
I can feel from different colors, but it picks up more on one-on-one.
One-on-one. So you have to be alone in the room to pick up their vibe?
It's not just being alone in the room. You can pass by,
Mhm.
and it could be 20 people there, but it will be a specific person that you're feeling or that you're picking up on or that your spirit guides is leading you to.
So when you walk into a room and there's 100 people in that room, do you feel 100 different spirits, or do you you
No.
can see different things going on?
You pick
individually?
upon different colors,
Gotcha.
and my spirit guide will direct me for me to go to bring myself to them, to let me introduce myself, to let them know what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, and what is needing directed.
That's interesting.
Well, so you're sitting next to Sally. Does your spirit guide? This is like an easy question.
This is oh, of course.
Tell you about Sally?
Oh, of course.
Is it
I
a he
feel
or a
that
she?
me and Sally could work on so many different points together and grow, and so many aspects we can bring to each other's spirituality.
That was an easy give, right? Is your
I
spirit
could
guide
just
male
feel
or
it.
female?
Absolutely.
Oh, it's female.
And Sally's is male.
Male. But I mean, I just don't have Aldo. I mean, I also have White Feather, but there is a lady. I have a lady who is a guide.
Is Dawn's spirit guide male or female?
Well, we don't just have one. We might
But
have
tell
one.
me about the prominent, the stronger one.
Am I allowed to tell him?
Sure.
I believe she has. We have actually, one of my guides is also, and this is just coming to me, is also Dawn's guide. I believe it's White Feather. He's telling me. So he's male, obviously White Feather. And I know that you feel him, but he's also guiding you, Dawn. This is just coming to me right now, actually, because we have a lot in common, going back into other lifetimes, which you're very aware of. So yes, one, in answer to your question, Freddie, one is a male, but she also has a lady, Elizabeth. I mentioned that to you. So she has a male and a female,
Royalty.
prominent guides.
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth.
I have another.
Beth.
I have another word.
I can
for
feel that female
Can
and
you feel it?
masculine
Great.
energies through
Yeah.
the yin and yang there.
I love the validation with people that you're coming from the same place, because very often in my show, everybody here, they sometimes say, "Is she for real?" But it's
Oh, no,
nice
you
to
can
have that
feel
val-
it.
Yes. Yeah.
See that?
There we go.
And what you do is then you put it through arts.
Yes, I do it.
Because
through
Sally
art.
will do
Which
readings.
I do. Well, yes, but also through the
But
arts,
you
because
you
I've got many
paint.
paintings. Yes. Yeah.
And you paint for people, or you paint, like Lola does beautiful spiritual
Lola.
art up there.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you see Lola's painting another, you can see more and more in her paintings,
Oh,
as
of
well as
course.
Sally's.
Which is, I think that's a theme throughout what we call spiritual artists.
Spiritual artists, of
You will see more. And I actually learned this in the very beginning when I started to paint. The more that someone sees, you can actually find their spiritual level. And I
Yes,
thought,
you
maybe
can.
I'm imagining this.
Oh no, you
but it
go
was
to
so-
different levels
Absolutely. Yeah,
through
I'm
the
glad.
spiritual,
Yeah, I'm glad
through the
we brought that up.
spirituality, through the universe,
And what they
with the
actually see.
manifesting,
And
or
what they
they're
see.
seeing,
Yes.
and
That's
what
very
you
real.
can feel,
Very real.
and it just comes naturally.
Naturally.
Isn't this crazy? I mean,
It's amazing.
beautiful. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I am from Texas.
Where?
And I have been in Space Coast, which is near Cocoa Beach.
But you don't have a Texas accent.
No, I don't.
How long were you in Texas?
Oh, I've been in the Space Coast area for, I want to say, 10 years or so.
And where were you in Texas?
Between Austin and San Antonio. Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have a Texan accent.
And were you a painter out in Texas?
I was not a painter. I was doing more transitioning through medium work. I was doing more transitioning through Reiki healing. I was doing more transitioning on myself through my spirit guides.
And that led you to what you're doing
That
today?
led me to where I'm at now, yes.
And what are
being
you
a
looking
spiritual
to do now as a spiritual artist? What?
As a spiritual artist, I want people to know that you don't always have to hide who you are. You can always be up and honest to where yourself, to where you see your self-growth, and it can be gained, but through a self-reflection that they can't see. That's why I am here to guide them through it, to lead them through that white light path.
And do you do medium work and psychic work also, or it's mostly through the art?
I like to basically base it on art, but there is sometimes my guides leads me to mediumship. My guides leads me to sometimes aura readings, but I like a physical demonstration of their self-reflection so they don't leave mind-bottled and they don't leave empty-handed, because I do feel that they're needing something part of them for my clients to realize and see themselves in a spiritual point of view as well.
So you came to see us from the Space Coast. Where do you live?
Titusville. That's where my office is. Space Coast Chakra Art Healing Gallery, which I'm closing down and I'm relocating here.
Oh, okay.
Me and my partner. My partner is Luna.
Who's the partner?
Her partner, the Moon Luna.
Luna, okay. So you didn't come from the
You got
space.
Athena and you got Luna.
Yes, we have Athena and Luna.
You got the water and you got the moon.
Pretty much, yes.
And then you got the dawn. So
we're all connected everywhere, Dawn.
And I got the aspirin.
And I feel sorry for you.
And that hurt.
See what happens when I go on vacation?
Okay, so you didn't come from the Space Coast. You were in town?
Right now I am in town, yes,
Okay, okay.
because I'm
It scared
relocated
me
and I'm
because
looking and I'm seeing
That's a 3.5 hour
I'm
ride.
seeing where to go forward,
relocating.
and I'm waiting so we can make a grand opening on this side.
See what's
Very
happening.
nice.
But I have to tell you, there are no coincidences, because Angie we have not seen in 4 years, at least 4 years. And you're here today because you wanted to do some business and talk some other things. Sally, what do you see as Angie being here today?
Angie, grab your microphone.
As a coincidence, or what do you feel
No,
that
and
brought
I
Angie
really
in?
haven't had a chance to talk to you, Angie, but I can feel your energy. And I know I wanted to know your name again because I wanted to make sure, but I feel a very strong connection that part of actually what we're talking about is part of what you're going to be very interested in. I have no idea anything about you, but I feel that it's part of what you're doing when you're listening to our conversation. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but that's what I'm feeling very strongly. This is not coincidental, and you know I always say that
never.
on my show. The fact that we're here, we're talking about this to happen so quickly on your show, automatically all this came about. I can relate so much to what you're saying. I'm
Oh,
sorry
I
that
can too,
Lola's
Sally.
not here
Please.
I
today
know.
because she's also part of
Do
this.
you know,
but-
I was going to invite Lola, but I think she's away.
Yeah, maybe, because I think that the energy would have drawn her here. I feel very close connection to Lola. There's another lady here who you will definitely, she will relate to, and yourself
can't
too.
wait to meet.
So I'm not sure.
But Bernie's here.
Bernie's here, yes, and Bernie, hi Bernie. So I feel that all this is connected. I think that maybe we'll have another show, maybe even a month from now, and we'll say, look back on this show and you see how this all kind of came together. I think there's something coming together.
Does this make sense to you, Angie, that you're here today?
So
It's
I
in the
definitely
mix
think
growing.
so.
Feel it too.
It's in the mix
Absolutely,
growing.
absolutely,
A couple
yes.
weeks ago, I
It's
saw
planting roots and just watching it
a
grow.
therapist,
So I'm getting
a
goosebumps.
pendulum therapist. She does pendulum readings, and she was clearing my natal charts with a pendulum back and forth, like for maybe an hour and a half, and reading it. And she was brushing off my energy during all of that time. Like I had seen a psychic from Spain maybe 2 years ago, and I felt that all of that energy was still there, like really hard, dense energy of like just your genetics, your DNA, what your people carry. A lot of mass karma. And then when this person was doing this to me, she was sort of brushing off all that energy from my nervous system and clearing it, like a whole new level of clearing.
You know, it's interesting you say that. I was watching an old rerun from Oprah, because Russell was a producer for Oprah, and I'm watching this, and they had the world leader of pendulum spiritual teachings. And he had her hold a pendulum. And he kept talking to her. And every time he said for it to move
saw
in this
that the other
direction,
day.
you saw it? It moved in this direction. And then when he told her to move in this direction, he told her it was in this direction.
It was
And then-
Deepak was doing it.
No,
Was
who?
Deepak
Who's Deepak?
Chopra.
I'm sorry? A guy
Was-
with a beard?
Was teaching Oprah about the power of the mind and how you can control anything, right?
Yes.
And if you hold the pendulum and you say go in a circle.
You saw it too?
Yes.
Where did
Go
you
to-
see it?
I don't know. So I don't know. Isn't that crazy? I just saw it last week.
No, I saw it alone.
I wasn't with you, but I saw it. I don't know how I saw it. How? Because you and I are like connected with the pendulum here.
And did you see how it ended?
But the power of the mind is what I saw.
He said that he was talking to her mind. He wasn't talking to her body. And he had that same cleansing done for her.
Yeah,
and she says it changed her life.
Yeah, I think that they're speaking to like your greater person or your divine or your light person.
guide.
And that person sort of comes in and protects you from it's much more than a subconscious sort of protection. It's
No,
like
it was
a
spiritual
different
cleansing is
realm
the way he
of-
called it.
One of the things that anybody that knows my story knows about Aldo, and he was in contact, obviously, with many people that I didn't even see, but he always used a pendulum.
Really?
And yes, he did. Because if anything that he wasn't quite sure, although he was in connection, this is my guide who materialized here, he knew that they could talk to him, but he wanted that extra validation. It's actually coming from your higher self in contact with a guide on the other side. And most of the time, if you ask it a question, I mean, you have to get used to it too. It has to have your vibrational energy. But it's an amazing tool for anybody that's listening and anybody that might know a little about
have
this,
one right
which I'm
behind
sure
you.
you
Yes.
can agree. Yes.
I have one
is
behind
that
you.
it I'm going to say it works more in our language, okay? It does work, okay?
Let me ask you ladies a question, and I want to get to the kids because I want to talk about the July 21st floor. You ever heard a guide asking you a question and you don't pay attention and you don't pay attention and something happens and then you pay attention? You ever heard of a guide asking you the opposite? Is you opposed to asking them?
Absolutely. I
Of
mean,
course.
again, anyone that knows my story, I'm not going to go into it because there's other people that can definitely talk too. But I was obstinate, and only through my guide continuing and even showing me that I could paint, that I ended up listening. I might never have done otherwise.
And
Of
you said
course.
yes?
Athena?
Oh,
Athena?
of course. Our guides are always leading us to different directions, to different transformations, to different spiritual tools and spiritual crystals ourselves for a rejuvenation, for a vortex, for a spiritual shield, to also protect our energy and as well as giving.
Sometimes I think my guide's beating his head against the wall saying, why doesn't she listen? Why doesn't she see?
And that's what
It's
spiritual
like,
tools
boom.
are for, Dawn. Yes.
And Dawn, that's why they
Yes.
sent me here.
I think because they're saying, why doesn't she listen? Here's this message and
She
here's
does.
that message. And why is she still in a panic over life if
Of
not
course.
listening?
And that's why there's many different essence, and there's many different minerals to protect your inner feelings, to protect your inner guides, to protect your emotional state, and also your well-being.
That's why a box of crayons has so many colors.
Of course.
For my guide that's saying, what is wrong with her again today?
No, it has nothing to do with. There's no such thing as what is wrong with her, because a guy speaks to you in different languages. You know, just it isn't as simple as you want an answer. Let
know.
me get the answer. That's it. That's
Well,
not the
think
way
how
it
we ended
works.
up here, right?
Dawn,
Oh,
they
geez.
don't give up on us. We give up sometimes on them. Like the more that we get in tune with it, the more that they will come to us. When you know that, I mean, I'm
And that's
just
how we
talking
ended
to-
up here. That's the best story.
Fluctuations of confidence, right?
Yes. And they're
My,
not.
my
I mean,
grandmother used to say to me, "You fluctuate your levels of confidence," and people will tell you it's like an ocean. And my grandmother once said to me, "That isn't you. That is your spirit guide. You questioning it." And there's your fluctuation. If you just accept things and you work with things that are given to you, your fluctuation will stop.
Absolutely.
And your everything you want to do will be accomplished at that level. It doesn't mean it can't get better.
And I always say on my show, they're there. It's up to us to believe. If we believe, there is nothing that we can't do. We are our thoughts. And if we believe that, it's an amazing life. Let's put it like that.
It's an
right?
amazing experience.
It's
Sally.
incredible. You can never, there's nothing that can replace that.
But I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of clients and a lot of people don't see the light,
They-
and they don't see the faith and breath work.
I totally
Meditation and grounding and scaling is everything.
Yeah, and balance.
And balance,
Balancing.
exactly.
And I
it's
mean,
everything.
how are
It balances
we here?
out.
The
Exactly.
two of us
How are
have
we
never met.
here?
And
never
yet
met.
I believe everything that you're saying.
Oh,
and you
I do
believe
too.
everything,
Oh, of
because
course.
there's a tremendous
We're on one
connection
accord.
here. Tremendous. As Lola, when she came, she was coming out with things that I've talked about on my show. And Steve, I nearly said my fiance, I just recently got married. So how does this
Congratulations.
happen? It's because it's happening in front of the people that need to hear this. It's really important.
And it's interesting because
Right?
Lola has
Oh,
a
of
different
course.
dynamic.
Athena?
No, Lola has
Oh,
a
that
different,
Lola, yes.
has a different dynamic, and I said to her, "Your dynamic is different, and Athena's different."
But it's really basically, it may be coming out slightly differently, but some of the things that Lola talks about, Steve, who I've talked to him about, says, how does Lola know? They know. I met another two men in here the other day, about a month ago, and I'm talking about things that are not quite known, and yet I was able to relate to them. And it was in front of Steve, who is also meant to hear this, just as everybody else that is here is meant to hear it. We're not special. We're here that we may be a little bit further along on the journey, but you can all catch up.
Well, it's funny because Steve says, "Well, we got." Steve says we got married, and I didn't know this about her.
I'm just saying I channel a lot.
So
but you
do
can
I,
resort it-
yes.
yes.
But a spiritual journey. 'cause
We're going to take
it
a
always
commercial
starts.
break while these two ladies channel each other, maybe. I'm not sure. A whole lot of levity woo, going on in the studio today. When we come back, we're going to talk about J.C. Drees in concert on July 21st. More to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently, and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
If you have diabetes, would you like to eliminate painful finger sticks? Are you injecting insulin multiple times per day? Then you may qualify for a continuous glucose monitor. CGMs monitor blood sugar using a small patch placed on your upper arm or abdomen, and they use your smartphone to accurately monitor your blood sugar levels. Stop pricking and start scanning. Plus, CGMs are covered by Medicare and most private insurance plans. They can be shipped free of charge to your door. Call today to see if you qualify.
Nobody likes to prick their fingers. If you are a diabetic using insulin like many of us, the worst part of your day is sticking your fingers to draw blood. Now you don't have to do it anymore. You can get a new continuous glucose monitor. As long as you check your blood sugar and inject insulin, it may be covered by your insurance. Call us and we'll let you know if you are covered, and send one at little or no cost to you with free shipping. Stop freaking your fingers. Call right now for your new continuous glucose monitor.
Introducing the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. You could win the same kind of cash and prizes you see on the TV show. Just call this number right now. And when you call, ask about these amazing offers from our sponsors. Low Cost Airlines offers fares too low to advertise that you can't find anywhere else. You can save hundreds on your next flight with Low Cost Airlines. US Med is your one-stop resource for diabetic supplies. And if you have Medicare, you could get them at little to no out-of-pocket cost. US Med. MedGuard Alerts unique medical technology provides immediate help to seniors with the touch of one button. And you could get your device for free. MedGuard Alert. The United Breast Cancer Foundation can use the donation of your old car, truck, or van to help those fighting breast cancer. Pickup is free and you'll get a tax exemption. Call now to enter the Price is Right Home Sweepstakes. Win thousands in cash and prizes and learn more about these great offers.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought. You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Ready to rock and roll?
July 21st. 2-1. B, I'll call you right back. Italian agent wants
B
to do
will
some
call you right
business
back.
with us. JC Dreesen will be live. This concert starts at 7:30, but we're going to be there 6 o'clock to mingle, commingle. And Bernie's going to be there as well.
Movies
Kenny
of Del
Love
Rey.
is going to be there as well, handing out flowers. He wants me to be vice president.
I think so. The Love Party.
The love party. I have to give out thorns. He's giving out love flowers.
Movies of Del Rey. Get your tickets at events.amp2.tv.
And Curly is in charge of the event coordinator.
We're going to head over there and talk to Elisa and Joey. Joey's camera has his own table over
They
there.
call him the monster.
Really?
Yeah, that camera he has is pretty scary stuff.
He's like Gumby, though. He can reach and adjust this camera like from across the room.
Gumby? You're going to call him Gumby now?
Remember Gumby,
Yeah, I
the green
remember
guy
Gumby, yeah.
with the long arms?
Yeah. Actually, the horse was green. Gumby was orange.
No.
Or brown or something.
Wasn't Gumby green? Gumby and Pokey.
They don't know.
I think Gumby was green. Pokey was the orange horse.
All right,
I think you got it backwards. Anyway.
Let's go over to Curly. Let's go to Curly and find out what's going on the 21st.
All right, so the 21st is JC Dreesen's show. She is coming live to the Muse of Del Rey doing her, I believe it's bringing Broadway to Hollywood. And it's a one-woman show, and I've been slowly but surely putting it together. So I broke everyone up into 3 different teams. I'll be covering different aspects of it. So there will be a team outside the doors handing out flyers and just further promoting it. And then there will be a team floating around the lobby, so helping them buy tickets if they haven't already. I had an idea of like doing like a raffle and then like having a merch table and having interviews and B-roll getting done in there. And then the team inside the theater, which will just be making sure like everything's running smoothly and that it's set up on time. But since there will be like a lot of moving parts, I'm also assigning one person, 1 or 2 people, to kind of be like the head of their team. So like if I'm floating around, or like someone's floating around, at least one person every section is fully informed and knows completely what to do. And after seeing the space that you showed me, I now have to think a little bit bigger just to fill the space and really make it look like amazing. Like
Is Carolina
going
to be doing balloons?
I don't know. I think so.
She'll be here tomorrow. We need to talk to her.
We'll talk to her tomorrow. I also will be giving $3,000 worth of cruises away that night. Cruises to the Bahamas. We're going to give away 5 of them that night. So 5 lucky winners will get that as well. I also have the South Florida radio stations putting their truck in front because they want to be a part of this as well. Jody will be there. Wow.
She's getting used to the board, South Florida
And
oldies.
She's getting used to it.
Summer crew in the house.
So we're gonna have some fun on this stuff as well because we want to make this. You know, this is a first for us. I asked Gio to come over as well because he had a lot to do with this going on. And Lady B just called me. She's a talent agent in New York City, and she has acts. She wants to continue this flow, maybe do more singers.
Nice.
You gonna sing that night?
Me?
Yeah, you're gonna play the piano and sing.
The only people that get to hear me sing are our board operators. Because every song we play, I get to
hell
sing.
is that?
And then I know they're listening, so then sometimes I unplug my mic. Truth.
Oh, because you sing on your mic.
Yes.
I have recordings of that.
You know, Hot Mic, they're laughing there because they know they hear me singing.
They don't say nothing because they do the same thing. All right, so, and then we got Mr. Bag of Donuts over there. He's never done an event this before, but you were doing this up in Minnesota?
Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Is it
That's
Michigan
them.
in Minnesota?
No.
No.
No, it's 2 states over.
2 states over. It's up there.
Michigan. What did you do up in Michigan?
In Troy, Michigan. It's 25 minutes from Detroit.
Tomato.
But what a camera he's got with 2 viewfinders, 2 screens. It's just spectacular to be able to send them out on the road to do what they have to do.
Now, what they don't know is that I had a meeting on Saturday and Monday. There's a meeting this Friday at 9 o'clock, a sound check meeting. Our equipment is going to be put up in the projection room.
Okay.
So everything you see here gets done there. And we're going to have Garcia downstairs or Mr. Donuts over here. One of those cameras are going to capture it, maybe 2, because we have a pay on demand on Saturday at midday. You can see J.C. Dreesen show on delay if you want to see it. You want to buy it that way. We're going to do that as well. We did not set up the pay-per-view on this one. We will on the future ones.
Then how is this going to go? How are they going to see it on Saturday if we didn't set it up?
We're going to give you the website.
Okay.
No,
It's a
everything's
different
set up.
platform.
Everything's all set up already, ready to rock and roll. As a matter of fact, we have a link. You didn't even know this, did you? We have a link that you can apply for, buy it, and you'll have 78 hours, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. After the Saturday initial showing, you can watch it anytime after those 3 days.
Nice.
I should have made a bigger deal about it.
You should have, but we still have plenty of time. Kind of. We've got, what, 2 weeks?
On the 21st, whatever that is.
Because this Friday's already the 7th, so only 2 weeks away. You got to
Yeah.
get your tickets.
Gotta get your tickets.
2 weeks. You got to keep going. We're going to do a countdown clock on. You going to be there, Shorty? Yeah, they're all going to be there.
Everybody, full hands on deck.
Nice. It's going to be a great event.
It is. It's going to be different. It's a great event. She's a great actress, singer. You know, she was on Broadway. JC's, if you're going to start this program, JC's the way to start it. And then after JC, we're going to have, I'm working on Megan, Johnny Melnick, and a couple of other surprises.
Johnny's going to be here on Friday with his friend Kenny.
Yes.
And people have already been commenting, so I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but if you're in the area, Sally, you should come back on Friday for some
You got to
music.
be here Friday. Everybody got to be here Friday. You got to check this out. No, don't try. Don't try.
So let Mindy come.
She could do it in the back.
She's another psychic.
Okay. I know she is.
Tell Mindy to come.
we
She
will
could do it in the
talk.
back.
You ever notice there's the spirituality and then there's your day job? Right? There's the human side, what you do to make money, and then there's your psychic medium
I'll always
artist.
be here, you know
And
that.
but
I'll
you do
always
it all. This is your day job, is reading people and being a psychic. But this is the second phase in your life.
I love it. I love it. It's all coming together.
Bernie wants to put a tent out by the table in the front.
For what?
Well, I'll let him explain it. But we
Okay.
talked about the little blue tent in the front, little 4x4,
Okay.
which would be kind of cool. He has a good idea. It's a good idea. Actually, remember?
He's looking at you. He remembers. All right, more to come. Athena, it's been a pleasure to meet you. We look forward to having your studio open in Boca. So more to come with that.
Thank you
Sally,
so
we're going to do a meetup on Monday. We're going to put that together. So come and see
Absolutely.
Sally's show on Monday at 2:30. Call me Zena, where she can channel anyone you want, a loved one that comes forward, She can ask questions, answer questions, guide you on your spiritual journey.
I think we should invite Frank for Monday to be on this.
He's coming tomorrow, but we can invite him for
Let's
Monday
invite
also.
him. I want to see this. I want to see if the roof will come off this.
He's coming tomorrow. I've been reading his book, Xanther Terra.
He has a new one coming out.
I
That's
know.
the one I want to read.
But that's why I got to finish this one first, and then the new one, The Memoirs of a Soldier of Mary, which will be phenomenal. You never know. They walk
never know.
among us,
And then some.
right?
Teen and Amplify 1, welcome to the crew. We're ready to rock and roll. Oh, we also got the announcement of the artist
Yes.
piece. We got to
August
make
10th
that
at
announcement.
Sunscape.
We got a big, I'm glad you're here. Let me show you what we're going to work on August 10th, right?
Yes.
August 10th, we have a big, everybody
to
come
Sally
out, blow
about
out
it,
for
too.
the artists,
I think
artists, and artists.
Nigel might have to leave
We'll bring
your
Nigel
house.
back, yeah.
Nigel is going to have it.
12,000 square feet that I need to fill with artists.
We'll bring Nigel back. That's a big piece.
It'll be a showcase for some of your artwork.
We're going to need to fill this place up, and I don't want to move anything from here, so it's got to be from the outside there. I'm going to your warehouse, buddy.
It's a dragons that I drew. They know who Nigel is, right?
I'll show you. Don't worry. Don't look so confused.
All right, more to come, but save the date on that as well. But get your tickets today, only 2 weeks away, the J.C. Dreesen concert. And she was live here this Thursday at 7:30 for the J.C. Dreesen show.
Come on down.
A sampling of what we've got going on for the 21st. Ready to
Come
wrap
on
this
down.
up? Happy
If
July
you-
5th, everyone.
If you come on down on Thursday, I'll treat you to something. We'll buy some tickets together. I'll show you how easy it is.
Ready to wrap it up?
Let's go.
Wrap it up. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe if you're traveling. Really stay safe. And we'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.